See here, it's loading it. 1 second. No, it opened VLC media player. Okay, guys. So here I'll change it back to MRF. So yesterday we were discussing this concept of post-dated checks. So I told what is a post-dated check. Did anybody remember what is a post-dated check? What I've explained? Or someone has guided us actually. It told what is post-dated check and all. Saideep, I think so. Or Santosh, someone said. Why do we use post-dated checks? Actually, I told you post-dated checks are used or issued on future date. So either we will receive or issue. If it is in accounts payable module, we normally issue the checks. In accounts receivable module, we'll receive the checks. So in case we are issuing a post-dated check, I told you initially we'll get this entry when we post the check, and later we will clear the same entry by this one. So today we will see how we can post this entry. Before to that, I told you in cash and bank management that we have to configure few things to have the post-dated checks function to work. So in cash and bank management parameters under setup, we have this menu called post-dated checks. Well, here post-dated checks. Make sure that you enable this parameter, enable post-dated checks. Okay, with this option is compulsory, and have a clearing account here. It's not compulsory, but keep a clearing account and keep a general journal. At least this one, two parameters and this journal and this account are compulsory in case of vendor perspective. Whereas in case of customer perspective, you also need to have this account as well. This is PDC vendor account, right? So we can also create PDC customer account here for the same different account. So after enabling these parameters in cash and bank management, in accounts payable module, I told you that we have to configure a method of payment called as PDC, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. In that method of payment as PDC, we have missed one setup yesterday because of which we could not process the transaction or print the check. So I'll show you what we missed yesterday. So this PDC, right? We have given everything. We gave a bank, but yesterday we forgot to give this bank account here. For PDC method of payment, we should definitely give bank account here, the payment account. That is compulsory. So this we missed. We have enabled everything. Bridging posting we have enabled. We gave the bridging account as PDC vendor account. Then we gave this post-dated check clearing posting enabled this parameter as well. Then bank transaction type we gave it as PDC here. Then we also taken the export format as check to print the check. This export format. All good. Then, I mean, in order to post a post-dated check transaction, what we have to do, or if we have to make a vendor payment through check, from where we have to do?
Payment journal.
Payment journal. Cool. Accounts payable, payments, and payment journal is what we have here. Click on payment journal. Takes a while to load, but so I will create a new journal as you see here. Then create this journal as vendor payment journal, batch number 53. Go to lines. So what next, guys?
Give the account, vendor account.
Okay, give a vendor account. We have only one vendor, so we'll give that vendor. We'll give some amount for the vendor, like $1,700 debit. And we have to select the offset account. I mean, before selecting any account here, you can directly select the method of payment itself. For PDC, you can directly select the method of payment as PDC so that the bridging account will automatically appear here in the offset account. See, I selected PDC method of payment. And you see, offset account is automatically filled up. The PDC bridging account, what we have given here there in the method of payment, that is taken, PDC vendor. Now let us try to give the required financial dimensions here since they're compulsory. Right. So now the payment status is none and check number is not generated. We have to generate the check. So how do we generate the check?
Generate payments.
Click on generate payments, correct? So yesterday we have done one mistake, another mistake as well. This method of payment has to be PDC here, not check. Okay, since we are using method of payment as PDC in the line, here also we have to change it back to PDC, not check. Okay. If you're using post-dated check, you have to change the method of payment to PDC, and export format is check only because the export format name itself is check and we are going to print the check only, right? So it will be check only. Coming to method of payment, let it be PDC and the bank account. So in the PDC method of payment, we have given ICICI Bank only, right? I mean, the method of payment I have shown you previously. We gave ICICI Bank, so I can also again show it by clicking on this. It will automatically take me there. Here, we gave ICICI here, payment account. So let's use the same account here. Click on OK. It takes the next check number 106 to be printed. Select a document. Give the condition as screen so that it will be printed on screen, right? And click on OK. Now system will take a while to load the check and print the check. So the check is printing. I believe it will get printed. I have also made some adjustments in the check setup actually, because of which it is printing as from yesterday. I'll show you what I have done. See here, the check is printed here. So this is how it looks like. I mean, the vendor name, amount for $1,700, $1,700 only, and then the bank details, ICICI Bank, and the branch details. So this is the slips. Actually, information is not printed on slips. I don't know why. Check number, slips, check.
Where's the check date, maturity date?
We did not give the maturity date. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It automatically took to tomorrow's date as the maturity date, as you see here.
Okay, okay.
If
Yeah.
you would give that date, it will automatically take that date only. We'll give that as well. Okay.
Okay.
So you can see that check number is generated now. Check status is also changed to sent in the journal line. Now the next step is that we have to post this journal. So let me post this. So it is posted. Now let us go and check the voucher behind this. What is selected. So now you can see accounts payable account is debited here with $1,700 and PDC vendor account is credited here. Accounts payable account is debited, PDC vendor account is credited. So instead of bank account, normally, usually when we print any checks or post any checks, we usually get bank account, right? But instead of bank account, it uses this bridging account for temporary for the until that check maturity date is there. So after check maturity date, we can clear that PDC entry. Once after clearing that entry, we'll get this one. PDC vendor account will get debited once again. Here it is credited, right? So it will get debited to nullify the financial impact in this account. It will become zero. Whereas the bank account will get credited then the original entry will reflect. I mean, this voucher will be same. The other voucher also will be posted. I mean, just in the trail balance, the accounting impacts will show up. That's all. That's what I was saying initially. I mean, this initial voucher will be this one. So how to clear that post dated check, we'll see again. Okay. Before that, we'll post one more post dated check quickly. Click new, select vendor payment journal, go to lines, select the vendor account and give some amount, $1,800 suppose. Select the method of payment as PDC directly. You'll get the offset account. And for this offset account, let's give these dimensions. Right. Then, so Susila was mentioning this concept. We have to give the maturity date for the check. Okay, you can give the maturity date here as whatever date you feel like in the future date. Suppose I'll give 30th of September so that that date will be printed on the check and vendor can encash that check only on or later that particular day, but not on before that particular day. Okay, so I've given that post dated check date here as you see. Now I'll generate the payment. Click on generate payments, method of payment PDC, export format check, bank. Okay. ICICI Bank check number 107 as you can see here. Oh, something wrong with my mouse. Okay. Click on document, select screen, click on OK and click on OK. So here quickly printed the check. Here check is printed, check number 107 September 30, 2021. You can also see the amount $1,800, 1,800 US dollars is printed. So just a rough copy of the check. Going back, we can see the check number here and payment status is changed to sent. Now I can post this transaction. It is posted. If you see the voucher for this transaction, this is also same voucher. Accounts payable account is debited. Since vendor is receiving the money, PDC vendor account is credited. I mean the bridging account is credited. Okay. So this is how we can post dated checks. So what happens on the date of maturity? How we will clear this post dated checks? or what kind of transaction that will come. So I said that this transaction will appear. So how we can do that? There are two ways to do that. One is directly through accounts payable module, you can do that. Second one through general ledger, you can do that. So let us see what are those two ways and how we can do that. Okay, we posted check number 106 and 107. Both of them are post dated checks, right? So let me go to this tab and I go to accounts payable. In accounts payable, under inquiries and reports, actually. So where is this inquiries and reports, and under payment and under below inquiries and reports, I have another menu called payment. So accounts payable, inquiries and reports, payment. Here I see, where is this? Oh, I should see somewhere post dated check reports. So 1 second, let me.
Here in payments only under payment transfers vendor post dated checks.
Yeah, here
About
only I have
promissory notes. Yes.
not this payment. Go with this payments itself. I'm sorry for that. So accounts payable,
Yeah.
payments. We have this vendor post dated checks. So actually in customers, we need to see that in the reports page actually in accounts receivable module. That's why I'm got confused. Okay, accounts payable, payments, vendor post dated checks here. Just under payment journal menu in the last option we have is vendor post dated checks. Suppose if I click here on vendor post dated checks, I can see all the post dated checks that are posted. Yesterday I posted one actually. I think this one yesterday I posted with date 15, maturity date as 15. This one we have posted today with maturity date as 10th. On the first check we have posted today for $1,700, and we have posted one check for $1,800. This we posted for the maturity date of 30th of September. Correct. So if you want to clear this particular check transaction or PDC transaction, we have an option here, settle and settle clearing entries. This one option we have. So what this does is this will automatically create this kind of entry, journal entry, and will settle that transaction, or we post this entry, wherein PDC account will get cleared or will become zero or reversed. So normally we can do that here by clicking on, but since this maturity date is not yet arrived, you can't do this from here. The operation can only be performed on checks which are posted and matured. So this maturity date is showing as tomorrow's date. So we can reverse it tomorrow, not today. So that's the case we have. But in general ledger, normally you can reverse the bridging transactions, or you can clear the bridging entries normally in general ledger. So I'll show you that process as well. So this is one standard process that is followed actually by users. I mean, once the maturity date is here, they'll come to this page and they'll just click on settle and click on settle clearing entries. So this will automatically take the journal from cash and bank management. In parameters we gave journal for clearing and journal for clearing entries. We gave journal there. So that will select the journal for posting such clearing entries or for creating such clearing entry transactions. Okay, this is one way. So, however, I mean, in the next class, we will try to reverse this one. For today, we will try to reverse this one. Okay, so even though the maturity date is not here, we can reverse it in general ledger, as I was saying, right? So we'll try to do that now. So in general ledger, go to general ledger. Go to general journals. Okay, the obvious place where we do normal journals in general ledger. So click on you, select a journal. This one. Go for lines. Then don't do anything here. Just select the dates. I assume that we are on 30th. Okay, assume that we are on 30th of September, and we want to clear the bridging transaction. Right, I just changed the date here. So I think under functions, here we have the option called select bridge transactions. In general journal, just create the line and you can see the option under functions called select bridge transactions here. If you click on select bridge transactions, You can see two transactions that are posted. There is also another post dated check for 1600 as we have seen in the here. But what happened with this one is I did not post this check yet. I just generated the check and left it over. I did not post it. Okay. So this is not showing up there. Only these two checks are showing 1700 and 1800 and you can see them here. Select bridge transactions. You can see the 1700 check as well as the 1800 check. So check number 106 and check number 107 both are posted on today's date, and you know the PDC account that is used here and the voucher behind that particular transaction. And now we can select one of the transaction for clearance. So let us leave that 1700 transaction. We will clear it later. I mean, we can clear it from accounts payable module tomorrow or in the next class. This is for 30th, right? So I'm selecting this transaction for clearing purpose. Click on accept. See here, actually I can remove this empty line. It's not needed. You can just, okay. It is taking, normally it is taking today's date itself for the line. You can change the date back to 30 if you feel like. Normally if they have to do this bridging clearance, they will do it on that particular date only. Whenever the maturity date is there, they will do the clearance. So assume that we are doing on 30 itself, and you can see the journal voucher is created automatically, and you see the PDC account which we have used, I mean along with the financial dimensions combination, is getting debited here. And the bank account that we used for posting that particular check, ICICI Bank, is getting credited here. Automatically a reversal entry is created. It is the same one, right? PDC is getting debited, bank account is getting credited. So this one, which was credited previously, will get reversed with this debit here. And the final entry that will remain is vendor debit and bank account credit. So just for this 30 days time, when we have issued the check and when the maturity date is here. So for this 30 days, the balance will be in temporary account called bridging account rather than creating the bank account. Once after that maturity date is crossed, normally this PDC account gets cleared and the bank account will get credited. So that's what the entry we has here. I mean, the 1800 is getting debited for PDC account and bank account will eventually get credited for the same amount. So now I can post this. Right? Before posting it, I can see the financial dimensions for the bank account. I'll give the necessary dimensions. We have some compulsory dimensions since it's an asset account behind it. Clear guys, any confusion in this part? This clearing bridging transaction until here, selection or clearing, how to clear it? All of you, I just want you to speak out. Say it if it is clear, say it is clear.
Yeah, clear.
Okay, one Santosh Seshu.
Clear.
Okay, so now I'll post this one. And it is posted now. If you want to see the voucher, I mean, you know the voucher already, which account is debiting and which account is creating. You can see it. PDC vendor is account is debited, bank account is credited. I mean, the alias account behind the bank account gets credited. Right? So this is how we can clear the bridging transaction. This is one way. I mean, in general, through general journals. Other way is from here, as I told you. So from here you can clear it 1800 transaction. I mean, this is cleared right already. You can clear this one tomorrow. Okay. So which journal it will use will be given here. I mean, in the cash and bank management parameters here. We have this option in post dated checks. I have this general journal for clearing entries. So when you use that second option for clearing posting entries here, it will automatically create a journal entry. So for that purpose, it will use this journal, and journal entry will be created in journal only. It will generally create a transaction and someone can review and post it if in case there is a workflow. If not, it will get posted automatically, the bridging transaction. Okay, using this journal here. If at all we do it from here. So somebody remind it in the next class when we would discuss whatever would be the topic. First we will do this clearing from here and then we will go for the other topic. Okay. And that would be all about post-dated check. If you have any doubt, just put them on.
JP.
Yes, yes, Chapu.
So we had issued a post-dated check for 18th of September.
Okay.
On 15th we got to know that the check got tampered, means due to loss or something else, the check
Hmm.
got tampered,
Hmm.
and we need to issue one more check for the same date for the post-dated.
Of course, you
Means that
can
is
do that.
okay.
You can cancel the posted check and you can do that. See, suppose I'm going in here to the accounts payable module. So I'll answer your question. Go for payment journal. I think let me check this transaction where it is. I mean 1600 transaction 052. Okay, this could be this one. Okay, it's not posted. We'll post it and we'll try to reverse it as you were asking, right? So check is generated here. PDC check number 105, but it's not posted yet. So now I'll post this one. If I
Okay.
post it, I can go to cash and bank management again to see the check. Some error message. Post dated check associated with MRF voucher. Do not have a check number. We have a check number right here 105. Here 105 is there. And voucher vendor page, it does not have a check number. So I don't know why it's not taking check number. Check number is already here. It's generated, but that check number is not selected here. That's okay. Let's try to do one more transaction quickly for Seshu's question, and let's try to reverse it too as well later. Okay. Suppose I'm going into the same vendor account. Uh, Select this vendor, debit this vendor for $900. Okay. And go for method of payment as PDC, and you will get the bridging account here automatically. Select this. And select all the dimensions correct. Then go for generate payments. I mean, go give the date first. As Sesh was saying, it is 18th. Okay. Go for 18th of September. Then I can generate payments. Same generate. Go on screen. Screen. Okay. Okay. So if I take screen, it will bring here. Or if at all we select printer, printer has to be connected to the system, and print will come through system. I mean, on the check that you gave, it will create printed. Here I can see the downloaded check for $900 for September 18th posted check. So now it is posted. I mean, the voucher is all. I mean, not posted, right? We'll post it now. So posted, and you can see the voucher here. Accounts payable is debited and PDC vendor account is credited. Perfect. Now what we will do is we'll refresh this and we can also see that check here 900 here for 18th of September it is getting matured. Now I'll go to cash and bank management. Go to bank accounts. Okay. So we have posted it through ICICI Bank, right? Let's go to ICICI Bank. Here ICICI Bank. Suppose let me go for transactions here. Can you see here? You don't see that check number here. Check number 108, right? You can't see that here. Why? Any idea why? Anyone? see we have posted check through this bank only, but the transaction is not here. For 9th of October, we don't see any transaction at all here. We have posted another 1700 transaction also, but I can see 1800 transaction here again. So why that 1700 transaction or the 900 transaction is not reflecting? Any idea? No logic? Anyone? See, then I'll only tell you. Okay. The whole point of using post-dated checks and the bridging account is that that account should not affect the bank transactions, or that particular transaction of issuing check should not affect the bank transaction. So that is why we do not see it in here. If at all it reflects here, again it will be available for bank reconciliation process. So we don't want it for reconciliation, right? Because the check is not given to bank yet or encashed. The vendor did not encash the check yet. So that is why you don't see the post-dated checks here until and unless they are cleared. So this 1800 transaction we have cleared, right, in the general journal module. So since we have cleared, the bank account is getting affected in the second voucher that is posted here. I mean, the PDC account is getting debited and bank account is getting credited, right? So since the bank account is in effect here, I can see a bank transaction here as bank account created with 1800. For the other two entries, this is only the single entry posted, right? Here there is no point of bank account. There is no bank account showing up here. So that is why we don't see any effect in our bank account, or neither the transaction reflects in the bank transactions list. Clear, guys?
Yeah, understood.
Okay,
Yes.
go back. Then just go for checks. So where do we see the checks for this bank?
Manage payments.
Click on manage payments and checks. Sorry, I think I clicked on promissory notes. Okay. Click on checks. But here you can see the checks. Check number 108. What happened to check number 108? This is the one we have issued, right? See, it is showing as paid since we have paid it already. I mean, we have printed the check and we have sent it to the customer. So you can also see to the vendor. You can see the voucher here. Accounts payable account again and PDC vendor account. Bank account is not there. The bridging account is being used. So for this check, we have given maturity date as 18th. So Seshu is saying that check is lost on 15th in vendor hands, or check got damaged in the vendor hands itself. So then vendor have informed us that check is damaged and you have to issue me another check for the same amount. So then what we have to do? We have to reverse this check, right? We have to reverse this voucher as it is. I mean, accounts payable account has to be credited and PDC vendor account has to be debited, because accounting effects has to become zero. I mean, this entire voucher has to be reversed. So for that, we will follow the same process. Payment reversal actually, but this payment reversal is not showing up here for reversing. But for this one, I can see it again. Okay. So as far as I see, for this again, we have to post the clearing transaction, then reverse it once. If you can do it by reversing it, or else there is no other way of avoiding this check also. Since we have already paid it, we can't change the status also. That's the only solution, I think so. I mean, clear the bridging entry, then reverse it, or else there is another option. 1 second. So go to vendor post dated checks here. I mean, this accounts payable, payments, vendor post dated checks here. We have the list of checks, right? So check number, this one, check with 900 amount has to be cancelled. It is lost and vendor can nowhere cash that check. So we can click on settle here, and here we have this option called cancel post dated check. This one, other than settle clearing entries, we have this option cancel post dated checks. You can click on this. So it is asking me, do you want a payment reversal for cancellation? Yes. Selecting reason code, error in amount, okay, or check lost, you can say anything. Select the journal name. Here also we have same check reversal journal only. Select it, click on OK. And a journal will be created. I mean, here in this page, we do not have this option reversal, but whereas coming to vendor post dated checks, we have that option of canceling it. See here, I can see payment has been cancelled. The check is now marked as voided. So let's see here what happened. Let's refresh this. See here, showing as cancelled. And you can also see the voucher for this. So let me see in this payment reversal journals here, right? Payment reversal approvals. Go to check reversals and go for posted journals. We only have one, but this is showing this as posted. I don't see the payment has been cancelled and this check is reversed. I don't see the journal created here actually. This is yesterday's journal only, right? We have you done where vendor account is. This is 1400 amount, not 900. Okay, let us do something. Let me go to the same checks here. Go to check number with 900 amount here. Since it got cancelled, I'll go for transactions. I don't see any bank transactions. Okay, go for voucher. I can see this voucher. Then I don't see any reversal transaction. Accounts payable 900, PDC 900. Then go for transaction origin. No, not this. Select the PDC account and go for transactions. Did the PDC account got debited with? Okay, 1 second. It got debited with 900. Yes, it got cancelled here. This is the entry that is cancelled error in amount vendor payment journal. Okay, it used the vendor payment journal itself actually here. It used the vendor payment journal itself for cancellation process. Why it is using vendor payment journal is because in cash and bank management, parameters under post dated checks, we have given this option. Select the vendor payment journal that the post dated check transactions are recorded in. So in case for, I think if we are reversing the transaction or canceling the post dated check from accounts payable itself, it directly takes this journal, I think. So now let us go to vendor payment journal to see if that is posted there. So let me go to payments, payment journal, posted transactions. Go for the latest one, this one. Go for lines. See here, I can see vendor account is debited. I mean, this is the same, right? 1 second, guys. Sorry. Checks. Check number with 900 amount. This one, which is cancelled. Go for voucher. Select PDC account. Go for transactions. But here I got an automatic transaction actually. See this voucher number for cancellation MRF 151515 something, it took automatically. I mean, it do not took any but specific journal. Click on this, click on original document in case if there is anything available. See, there is no original document available, which means that it does not got posted into any journal, but it automatically got reversed, or it's not having any specific journal. You see this voucher number, this is voucher number for some automatic reversals. I think from there only it took this one. But if I click on this and click on voucher, here I can see accounts payable account is getting credited with 900 and PDC vendor account is getting debited. Somehow the reversal entry is posted and the check also got cancelled. So if in case if a post dated check is lost in that manner, you can use this option in the accounts payable. I mean, go to vendor post dated check, select that particular check and cancel the post dated check, and an automatic reversal entries are posted for clearing the financial impacts that we have created while posting the check or while issuing the check. So this is one process. So this automatically posted this reverse transaction, as well as what this does is this also cancel the check. The check status is changed from paid to cancelled, which is important. Now you can issue one more check. I mean, the same post dated check you can issue once again by creating another vendor payment journal. That's one option.
Okay, fine, JP.
Okay, so clear this one with the questions Yeshu asked and the answer. Been a long time while I worked on post dated checks. Actually, in interviews these days, they are asking post dated check concept and how we can configure and how it works. Everything they are asking. Okay, be clear about the step-by-step process here. One thing about check reversal mechanism, second thing about post-dated checks, and third question we'll get on bank reconciliation. So bank reconciliation we'll discuss tomorrow freshly. Okay, maybe not tomorrow. Tomorrow is festival, right? So how many of you are up for class tomorrow? I'm not sure. So for today's